We're doing a pretty good job of promoting our social media activities on our blog here at Bliss Number 5. We have a Twitter badge, we have a Twitter feed, and we have the Facebook badge that we created in a previous video. Now, the Facebook badge is kind of cool in that it does show our logo and number of fans and so on, but essentially it's static. It's like a banner ad. It's just one graphic, actually. And if I click it, or if one of my visitors clicks it, it just brings us to the fan page on Facebook. Nothing wrong with that. But it would be nice to have a little bit more interactivity allowed, or maybe to show the pictures of some of the people who like our page, that kind of thing. And that is possible to do with something called a like box. Let me show you an example. A friend of mine has a gourmet cupcake retail outlet in Wisconsin. And thank heavens, it's a few hundred miles away because she sells fantastically delicious cupcakes. The company's called Cupcakes A Go-Go, and she has a pretty decent Facebook page, I would say. Look at how many people like the page. She also promotes this page on her website with a like box. I have that queued up over here, cupcakesagogo.com. So you can see it says find us on Facebook with a like button right here. It's got her recent posts in a scrolling panel and a few of her 1,800 or so fans at this point. So how did she get that onto her page? Well, Facebook will build a code for you. I'm going to jump over to Safari where I am logged into Facebook as Ann Smithson. The best way to get to that like box wizard is through your page's administrative panel. And if you followed my tip from an earlier video, you would have bookmarked your Facebook page to quickly jump there. Then we click Edit Page. And in the Marketing tab, where we went to create our Facebook badge, you'll see right underneath there is Add a Like box to your website. So select that, and it's going to show you a preview of what this like box would look like as you fill in these fields. If you scroll down, you'll see that it has a little cheat sheet telling you in the code what all these stand for. The first thing you need to do is add your page's URL here. And I can never remember my page's URL, so I'm going to open this in a new tab. There it is. Select it, copy, come back here, select this, and paste. Want to know how wide this should be? If we go to our blog, unfortunately we don't have a ruler to measure this. So I'm not quite sure how wide it should be. Now, if you're the one who's developing your website, you could probably find that out in a second. But, you know what you can do? Just guess. And then if it doesn't work right, then go back and type in a different width. I do think this looks a little wide at 292, so I think I'll change it to 250. You have a huge range of choices in color scheme. You can choose either light or dark. Really up to you. Go crazy. Seriously, it would be nice if they had other color schemes. I kind of prefer the dark one, especially for chocolate. And then you have your choices. Do you want to show faces of your likes? It'll just show 2 rows. Some people might not want their faces shown outside of Facebook. So keep that in mind. You might want to turn that off. Or, remember that every user on Facebook can go to their privacy settings and say, I don't want my picture to be shown outside of Facebook. And the code will honor that here. But I would guess maybe, 1 to 5% of all Facebook users have ever gone into their privacy settings and changed them. So just something to keep in mind. Do you want to show the stream? The stream is your, the posts that you have created. And do you want to show the header, which is find us on Facebook? I'm going to leave all this on. There is a little cheat sheet down here that gives you a little bit of clue about what's going to happen in the code. I'm just going to choose Get Code. You have your choice of iframe or XFBML. I always just go with iframe. I'm not quite sure when I'd use XFBML. It's supposed to be more flexible, but it requires something having to do with JavaScript SDK. So I'm just going to stick with the iframe. So I'll select that and copy it. And then, like I did with all my other widgets, I'm going to log into my administrative panel for my website, for my blog. I think I'm going to remove the existing Facebook badge, right? We're going to replace it with this feed here. So I'm going to select all and press the delete key. And now I'll just paste the code that I copied for that iframe. Change, save changes. Changes saved. Love that. And now let's take a look at the page. Scroll down. Oh, that was pretty good. I bet I could go to about 260 and make it match the Twitter feed. I would love to be able to change the weight of some of this type and the color, but unfortunately you can't. But at least there you go. That's how you create a like box. It adds a lot of interactivity and liveliness, I think, to just about any website, blog, or HTML email you could put this in.